The Brothers Grail acknowledges the Bindal and Wulgarukaba people of North Queensland and the Wurundjeri people of Melbourne, the traditional owners of the land we record on today. We pay our respects to elders past, present and future. We also recognise that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders have been custodians of the land, rivers and seas for at least 65,000 years and were the first storytellers.
Let's get professional in here.
Bada bee, wiggle, 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 wah, 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 wah. You know the voice?
I was trying to think of the one that they do, but I got nothing.
Yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red. Okay. And hello. Here we are again. The Brothers Grail. The Brothers fucking Grail return. And this very well, we thought the last episode might be the last Genesis one, but this very, very well might be the last one because we have chapters 48, 49, and 50 to go. So we are on the fucking home stretch. Captain, how are you doing in rainy, sunny Melbourne? Oh, that's good. I'm so excited to hear that, Captain. That's brilliant. I feel like I've caught up on everything that's been happening in your life recently. That's good. And
I accidentally got the giggles knowing that that's all I was going to say, because it's very funny. But
God, I'm so excited. And Kabevin, how are you, my little brother? What's going on?
I'm good. I've been playing a very topical game because I'm playing a game with magicians in it at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Harry Potter,
not wizards. Are you playing Harry Potter?
I am.
Is it good?
I like it. I'm getting bogged down in side missions, but I'm enjoying it.
Is that no one cares, but is that PlayStation?
It is PlayStation.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll play it if it's.
I think it's all of the things.
Is it?
Yeah.
So maybe we should backtrack to Jade Cocoon that we were just talking about. Seeing that we're talking about games. No, we shouldn't do that.
Everyone needs to know.
Remember when I told you that you're one of about 100 people on the planet that would care about any Jade Cocoon reference? I wasn't lying.
Okay. So we will not talk about Jade Cocoon and we won't talk about Harry Potter, but what we will talk about is the last chapter, which I think, like if you recall back to very early days in the Brothers Grail, chapter 4-5 was horrific. It was bad. We not only got very, very drunk, we went for too long and we did 2 recordings in a row, like as in one sitting, and it was bad. And so I actually think in the last episode, Kabevin hasn't listened back to it, Captain, but you have, I think, and you said, oh, it sounded all right and whatever. And I tend to agree. But what I don't think we did the story justice, because when I listened back, there was actually a little bit that had occurred. Right. And I think what we did wrong was we just recorded for too long. And because it's the Bible, we just got bored.
Well, the captain did admit he didn't listen at all.
Yeah. Captain didn't listen. What was that, Captain?
The genealogy chapter did not help. You did a very good job with the genealogy.
We had to skip through. Yeah. We had to skip through.
You nailed it. But maybe you're right, because I was very bored. And I listened back and to be honest, once again, I didn't do any prep and I didn't go back and say, oh, this is what's happened. But there was some stuff that happened. Like you had to go back and get Jacob from Israel. Going back and forth. That's my favorite.
You can't count that as stuff that happened.
But there was stuff. When I listened back, I was like, oh, that's forward. I went, oh, that's a thing. But by that stage, we were like, oh, this is so shit. Anyway, so what we do going forward in our Brothers Grail to take down these Yazidis at some point, much love Yazidis, we just got to do small, short, sharp recordings, I think, because otherwise we just get bored. The Bible does it to us. Because it's just going here, coming back, going here, come back. So
the story was essentially...
I look forward to the recap because I predict it's going to be shit. I don't think you're going to hype up the story as much as you're saying.
I feel like they essentially just went to the shops, forgot something and had to go back and get it. Yeah, was the story.
It could be that. And I'm about to let you down, Captain, because I'm not doing a recap. I didn't there wasn't, you're right, there wasn't that much that happened, really. But it did finish on a line that I think we were all a bit confused. Well, I was confused about, because they went all the way back and they brought Joseph and all the house back. And then I don't even know who was talking. Let me lie with my fathers and you should carry me out of Egypt and bury me. Oh, because Joseph's getting old. Jacob is getting old. Let me and my fathers carry me out of Egypt and bury me in their burial place. And he said, I will do as you have said. Then he said, swear to me. And he swore to him. So Israel bowed himself on the head of the bed. And we didn't know what the head of the bed thing was, but we were all very excited because there was a thigh promise that had happened wasn't too far earlier than that. So,
did they just call someone else Israel?
No.
It was Jacob again?
Yeah, Jacob.
Okay.
It's always Jacob. Jacob Israel. So we are so close. It's all going to be a bit more of the same. I reckon my theory here, we've got 3 chapters left. If we get through the 3, I'm happy. If we only get through 2, I'm also happy because then we just do 1 chapter and a recap to wrap up Genesis. Yeah? Otherwise, we just do a recap of Genesis next time. So let's fucking talk shit because we got to talk shit as we go. Let's not make it pure Bible reading because that's where we go wrong. Yeah? Happy with that? Unless you can remember anything specific out of the last one.
I just remember the good genealogy
It was just
chapter.
Good genealogy and the
Good
thigh.
Quindog.
I don't even remember the genealogy. I just remember it went back and forward.
There was 2 brothers. One was called Muppin, one was called Huppin or something. Muppin and Huppin. That happened.
Bevan, you've got to listen back because it was a top Quindog performance, that genealogy chapter.
All right. So we're going to push in meat sacrifice. No, we're not going to push in. We're going to push on meat sacrifice. We're going to push on and we're going to get into chapter 48. Now it came to pass after these things that Joseph was told, "Indeed, your father is sick." And he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And Jacob was told, "Look, your son is coming to you." And Israel strengthened himself and sat up on the bed. Then Jacob said to Joseph, "God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and he blessed me. And he said to me, 'Behold, I will make you fruitful and multiply, and I will make you a multitude of people and give his land to your descendants.'" After all, blah, 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 right? He's fucking just telling that same thing. So God keeps telling him over and over that he's going to multiply them. But now Jacob says to Joseph, he says, "And now your 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born to you in the land of Egypt before I came to you in Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon are mine. They shall be mine." So I think he's just,
He's claimed head of the family.
Well, he's just taking.
He's the head of the bed.
Is it because they're Egyptian kids? It's like, well, they can't have the.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my guess.
Did you call him Jacob and Israel within 1 sentence at the start there?
Possibly. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Israel strengthened himself and sat up on the bed.
Yeah, it was a very confusing way to talk about it.
Because Kebevan had a theory that Israel's a title, but that didn't word it in a way. That
I
worded
looked
it in a
it
way
up.
that it's
Israel
a name.
means he who struggles with God.
Yeah, but the way that they're wording it, it just sounds like it's his name.
Just him,
or his
yeah.
nickname or whatever. So, all right. When thou in a gesture. This is nothing more, nothing less, just pure editing assistance. Window out of gesture. All right, I'm back.
Let's do it.
We had to take a quick brief break there, meat sacrifice, because it's hotter than hell in Townsville right now. Because Townsville very recently went through a Noah fucking scale rain event.
Biblical.
Yeah. While I was there, I obviously copped a good chunk of the flood.
You did.
And then I left and I was like, oh, yeah, it's all. And then you just copped a second chapter 2.
We got chapter 2 of the flood. We did. And we got a big old rain downpour yesterday too. And there was like half of a footnote chapter yesterday.
The epilogue.
Yeah. And now your 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born to you in the land of Egypt before I came to you in Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. Your offspring, whom you beget after them, shall be yours. They will be called by the name of their brothers in their inheritance. I don't know.
Jacob is the one saying this, yeah?
Jacob is saying this to Joseph.
He's saying, yeah, your Egyptian children are my children.
Yes.
But wasn't Simeon Jacob's kid?
Yes. And Reuben, yes. So I think Jacob's just saying, yeah, I own them. They're my kids
family
now.
But he's saying any more kids are yours.
Correct. Because he might be able to give Joseph a good Hebrew wife, is my assumption.
Instead of his nice, fertile Egyptian wife.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Ooh, we'll see.
Okay.
See if you're right.
That's my guess.
Do you reckon, you know how God keeps telling, I'll help you multiply? Do you reckon he does that by just killing any of the Bible family that come on the ground? And that's what his special help is that he does? Because everyone else is obviously breeding just fine. It's actually just their family that keeps getting barren women.
Yeah, so far it seems like the Hebrews are the only ones that have fertility problems. Everyone else is...
Didn't God fertility fucked the king briefly, didn't he?
Oh,
Way back. So I don't know. It must be. Who knows? Who fucking knows? They don't tell us any background of any other thing in their brothers in their inheritance. But as for me, when I came from Paddan, Rachel died beside me in the land of Canaan on the way, when there was but a little distance to go to Ephrath, and I buried her there on the way to Ephrath. That is Bethlehem. So he's just ranting, I think.
Is that where the rocks were when they were burying him in rocks?
Bethlehem.
No, when there was this person died and they were burying him in rocks.
I don't know. Wasn't that after Esau and Jacob had a battle?
Oh, you mean where he bought the...
Yeah, where all the buying up all the land.
He actually bought a parcel of land.
That was Abraham way back.
Yeah.
Because that's where Sarai got buried originally. If I'm remembering
I'm guessing
correctly.
it would be the same place
So
because he said he
Rachel-
was going to take it back to his ancestors.
That goes
So
way back.
Hot Wife just died off screen.
I think she did. I think she just died and they buried her somewhere not in a non-exciting place.
Oh, Bethlehem, isn't that the coolest place? So we have a mercy interjection here for any of the meat sacrifice who have been yelling and listening in frustration, going, Brothers Grail, you idiots. Rachel did have in the book or not off-screen death. And if you can remember, it goes right back to just after Simeon and Levi had mowed through that town of men who were recovering from their very recent circumcision, and they were traveling between places. And basically what happened was Rachel went into labor with Jacob's littlest baby boy, and it was a hard labor. It must have been a very hard labor because, as it turns out, she died, and they buried her, I guess, on the side of the road somewhere near just where she had the very important baby boy Benjamin, who we hear about a little bit later, obviously, with the Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat story. So there we have it. Rachel, dead, side of the road, near Bethlehem, which I think if we all can... Out of Fuck, I have no idea, clearly. I don't know. But she did not go to the cave in Mamre. Yeah, okay, true.
The Abraham cave. Then Israel saw Joseph's sons and said, Who are these? I don't know why. He just was talking about them for, I don't know how long that was, 10 minutes. And then he goes, Who are these? I don't know how that works. And Joseph said to his father, They are my sons, whom God has given me in this place. I should do a voice for Joseph too, but I won't yet. Now the eyes of Israel were dim with age, so that he could not see. Then Joseph brought them near him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said to Joseph, I had not thought to see your face, but in fact, God has also shown me your offspring. So Joseph brought them from beside his knees, and he bowed down with his face to the earth. So that's our boy Joseph now, Technicolor Joseph. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim with his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh. So now they're getting very detailed in the story. He's grabbing him with left hand and leading him to the right hand and whatever. So he's passed Ephraim with his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh with his left hand toward Israel's right hand, and brought them near him. So there must be some symbology between left and right hand, I guess, here. Then Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it on Ephraim's head, who was the younger. So I think he might be crossing his arms over somehow. I don't know how that works. Oh, fuck, I've lost my face.
Just go back to the thigh promises.
Just keep it simple.
The thigh promise is easy to understand and easy to describe.
Who was the younger, and his left hand on Manasseh's head, guiding his hands knowingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walked, the God who has fed me all my life, long to this day, the angel who has redeemed me from evil, bless the lads, let my name be upon them, and the name of my fathers, Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Now when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand on the head of Ephraim, it displeased him. So he took hold of his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head. And Joseph said to his father, Not so, my father, for this one is the firstborn. You put your right hand on his head.
No, he picked up on the ribbon trick. He picked up on the...
Was it him with the ribbon? I thought that was the Judah.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Judah.
you're
roadside
right.
war.
Okay. Oh, I thought... yeah.
Wow, wouldn't that have
That
been...
would have been perfect if that was the case, though.
That would have been a really good tie back, wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, you're not ready to be the head of the bed, Joseph. You don't even know which of them is the firstborn.
No. So there was not the ribbon trick, but Jacob is obviously deliberately grabbing the younger.
Well, he did the same with Joseph.
He did, yeah, because of the stew and everything.
He likes him young.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Sorry.
Not so, my father. For this one is the firstborn, and you put your right hand on his head. But father refused, and he said, I know, my son, I know. He also shall become a people. I think he's turned into a witch. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his descendants shall become a multitude of nations. So
Jacob's really shit at playing favorites.
He's just trying to keep them on their toes. Hey, he's just like, that cunt who's just like, he's never predictable so that everyone tiptoes around him. You know what I mean? He's just like, keeps you guessing the whole time, so you're nervous and anxious the whole time.
Didn't he learn from his kids throwing away their younger brother because he played favorites? Like,
yes.
learn?
Jacob's Esau's brother, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's the one that's I was younger and overtook.
Oh, true.
Oh.
So maybe he's just doing the scam for the younger son.
He's biased toward
He's a fan of the underdog.
younger people. By the way, younger brothers are always worse.
Oh, get fucked.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that. He's the one that stole it as the younger, so maybe.
And also then, Joseph was the first of the hot wives.
Yeah,
the first hot wife kid. So that at least is like the firstborn to him. But this kid
is definitely his favorite because of the hot wife. Yeah,
but it's the first of the hot wife. So
yeah, but it's definitely not his firstborn though.
But
so yeah, he's consistent with the non-firstborn, but there's no wonderfully red fucking hairy dudes in any of it. Like there's no
I was waiting for it to be like, sorry, you can't give it to the firstborn because he's a mutant. That would have also worked.
That would have been cool too.
How do you tell? He's just going to pick the stew, mate. We're just going to cut some corners here and just give it straight to the youngster.
Even with Jacob's dim old man eyes, he could see that the elder brother was red and hairy and angry.
Maybe they should just put a bowl of soup up to the children, a stew up, and just whichever one grabs it first loses everything.
Loses everything.
He gives up his birthright.
challenge.
Gives up the birthright.
There's so many opportunities missed here. So he blessed them that day, saying, by you, Israel will bless, saying, this is literally him saying this, quote, by you, Israel will bless, saying, and then he quotes himself, may God make you as Ephraim and Manasseh. And thus he set Ephraim before Manasseh. So it's one of them sentences that makes no fucking sense to me at all. Then Israel said to Joseph, behold, I am dying, but God will be with you and bring you back to the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given you one portion above your brothers, which I took from the hand of the Amorite with my sword and my bow. End chapter.
What's the portion?
I think he's just going, you're my favorite boy, and when I die, you get more shit.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make, I don't know if
that's how I heard it.
Yeah.
What was it, Amorite?
Well, at some point in the Bible previous to this that we clearly forget about? There was a war with some Amorites or some shit, or a scam. Maybe it
is
was
this
a
the
scam.
city that they dick chopped?
It could have been.
And they got all the stuff from?
Oh, that doesn't sound right, but it could be. What were you hand waving for? You raise a very interesting question there, Kebevin. Was the extra portion taken during the dick chopping incident with Simeon and Levi? The very short answer is no. They happened to be the Hivites or the Hivites. It was a young man named Shechem who really had a hankering for Dinah, and whatever happened with them, we still don't know whether Dinah was actually on board or not yet, or whether just the family didn't appreciate Dinah going out and making friends with Shechem. But I digress. No, not the Hivites. The Amorites do get a mention in the Bible. And so what I did is I've actually gone and sneakily downloaded a PDF version of our Bible so that I can do the old Control F find. And the first mention of the Amorites happened to be way back in chapter 14 when Abraham is our main character running around scamming the world. And if you can recall back to the War of the Kings or the Battle of the Kings, where Chedorlaomer was in charge and he had some other kings that were sort of subservient to him, and they all ganged up and started tearing across the region, burning down villages and causing anarchy. And one of those areas that they brutalized was the area of the Amorites, which according to some other thing that I've read is just an area west of the Dead Sea. There was a sneaky maybe what if mention of the fact that maybe those dick chop recipient Hivites lived in that same area. So there's potentially a chance that Jacob was talking about that, but that wasn't him anyway. That was Chedorlaomer. So anyway, no, not the Hivite dick chomming people. It was the Amorites. And as far as the Bible tells us, Jacob had nothing to do with the Amorites, never came across them. So obviously he did at some point, but the Bible does not tell us, or at least this Bible does not tell us. Window adjection. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, so I think, at some point,
he's getting more than the brothers because he's the favorite.
Yeah, he is. And I reckon the Amorites must have been one of the victims of scams at some point.
Yeah.
Because he got some cool shit. So that's the end of that chapter. So do we push forward? We are getting so close.
Yes,
Let's
do it.
I'm fucking excited. All right. Chapter 49. Chapter 49. And Jacob called his sons and said, "Gather together, that I may tell you what shall befall you in the last days." So this must be, I guess, his will. Like he's
Deathbed
going, come to me, my boys. I did think, and it's probably a little too late now, although we could pause. I was going to say, now would be a really good time to access our useful charts. Kebevin, can you grab a useful chart? Because he's about to go through all the boys.
So you want names?
I reckon,
names
yeah. Oh, well, I've got the names, but that way you'll be,
Who gets what?
Yeah. Useful chart.
Singing songs about useful charts.
Is
You're
this where
going the wrong way, Kebevin. Kebevin, come back. You're going the wrong way. The
Lay back
left-hand
in the
door
closet.
behind the mirror is a useful chart. Useful chart.
Well, last time I was here, they were in the lounge room.
They've been moved into the cupboard.
Speaking of musical numbers,
Mhm.
is this how Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat ends? Is with like a will reading?
It could do. It could. I don't know. We'll find out because we'll have to watch it. We do have to watch it.
He takes over Egypt and then just goes and has a will reading as the ending. That's not much of an ending.
It could be just that. All right. So, meat sacrifice. To paint a picture, but meat sacrifice, Kebevin has the useful chart out and he's trying to put that onto the computer screen so that the captain can enjoy this as we read this chapter. Because we're about to go through the will reading. This is the will reading chapter where Jacob talks to his sons. And Jacob called to his sons and said, gather together, that I may tell you what shall befall you in the last days. Gather together and hear you sons of Jacob, and listen to Israel your father. He just called himself
You sons of
and Israel in the same sentence. Yeah, he's a beast. Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, you shall not excel, because you went up to your father's bed, and then you defiled it. He went up to my couch. It says couch, but I want to say cooch. I want to say gooch. Simeon and Levi are brothers, instruments of cruelty in their dwelling place. They were the dick choppers.
They were the dick chop murderers.
Yeah.
Simeon have no family tree after this. They're done.
Are they?
Yeah.
So, Kabevin, get that fucking mic near you because we can't hear you at all.
My bad.
You're going to get cut.
Nah, this isn't going to work.
You're going to get cut out of my fucking... Yeah, just have it nearby so you can see it. Don't worry about... Are you looking at it, Lukey, or not?
I can't read the
Yeah,
charts.
no, don't worry about... Yeah, just have it nearby.
Back then.
Just have it nearby. So, Simeon and Levi are brothers, instruments of cruelty in their dwelling place, because they murdered an entire town of people with missing their foreskins, freshly missing their foreskins.
Which
After making a deal.
was to defend some honor, possibly or possibly not, but nonetheless, they slaughtered everyone.
Yes.
Oh, the agreement for the possible rape / possible just unapproved love was just the dick chopping, and then they just took it too far.
Yeah, they went, not enough, Dad. We got to go and murder some freshly chopped dicks. Let not my soul enter their council. Let not my honor be united to their assembly. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self will they hamstrung an ox.
Oh,
So I don't know why
you're going to cut them directly in half. You can't fucking...
you don't
can't do that. Can't hamstrung them.
Also, he downplayed it a little bit by saying that
Killed one man.
They killed one man. Yeah, they killed a town, including possibly the children and
I
only the boys.
Well, no, I think they took the women and children as slaves. So they're not monsters.
But I like that he's
Probably kept the slave.
lined them all up and berating them about how shit all of his kids are.
One at a time.
When he gets to Joseph, it's going to be the biggest rainbow fucking coming out of his asshole ever, right?
It's going to be so insufferable.
You all should learn from his fine example.
Joseph will take over. Joseph will take over and read his own.
Look, I can do this better, Dad.
But I hope he does. Holy shit. All right. Well, and they hamstrung an ox. Cursed be their anger, for it is fierce, and their wrath, for it is cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. That's a strange line.
What the fuck is that?
Judah. He's talking to Judah now. So Judah got his boy murdered by God.
Yeah.
Judah, you are he whom your brothers shall praise. Your hand shall be on the neck of your enemies. Your father's children shall bow down before you. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, you have gone up. He bows down, he lies down as a lion, and as a lion, who shall rouse him?
What?
Isn't he roadside whore man?
Yeah,
Yes.
he is. Yeah.
He got tricked by the harlot, didn't
Bang
he?
his own son's widow.
But he's just awesome as far as Jacob's
A lion.
He's a lion.
He's a lion.
Wow.
That's better than fucking Esau got.
It is. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh comes, and to him shall be the obedience of the people. Binding his donkey to the vine, and his donkey's colt to the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. He's still going. His eyes are darker than the wine, and his teeth whiter than milk. Fuck, he loves fucking... Who was that again? Judah. He loves Judah. Zebulon.
Forgot about Zebulon.
Yeah, Zebulon hasn't had a big part to play, has he? He's got the coolest name, in my opinion, but he's just been in the background the whole time. Zebulon shall dwell by the haven of the sea. He shall become a haven for ships, and his border shall adjoin Sidon. That was it. Zebulon, that's it.
He's
What
going to
the
be
fuck
like a
did poor
shipmaster,
Reuben do?
and he gets that.
Yeah, that's it.
What
he's
did
no longer.
Reuben do to get such a negative outcome?
And my recollection, which meat sacrifice, as everyone knows, is not fucking great. Reuben, I think, was the only one back when Joseph was about to be booted. Reuben's like, boys, this is not okay. We should not be doing this.
Yeah,
he
I
was the
thought
good
so.
one.
I thought it was Levi and Simeon that were trying to
That's
push
still
it all.
some weak big brother energy that he let it get to the point of it did before he started standing up.
So maybe he got judged extra harsh because he had such high hopes of Reuben. He's like, you're such a disappointment. I thought you were going to be the greatest. Maybe.
I don't think so. I think it was just Joseph is cool.
Joseph is just the best. And Zebulon gets one fucking line and that's it. And he gets some ships. Issachar is a strong donkey lying down between two burdens. He saw the rest was good and that the land was pleasant. He bowed his shoulder to bear a burden and became a band of slaves. And that's him. That's Issachar done.
Why are they all becoming animals?
That's a good point. Jade
Has the
Cocoon.
It's all along just been God choosing someone to be a turtle dove, and then we.
It's symbolic. Whenever he cuts a turtle dove in half, he thinks of that person.
Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent, another animal. Serpent, by the way, a viper by the path that bites the horse's heels so that its rider shall fall backward. I have waited for your salvation, O Lord. So that's Dan.
Serpents have always been described as evil too. Like this is,
But he's a good
seems
serpent
weird.
that just bites some random hooves
just makes people fall backwards.
He's biting a horse and causing a fall. Yeah.
in a good way, potentially.
Do you reckon? I can't tell if that's good or bad.
I read it as being positive.
He shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. He'll be that rule follower and asshole that's like, you're not allowed to do that. I'm gonna fuck you
I'm
up.
gonna bite at your heels.
yeah. Present your heel to me, please. Post haste. Good on you, Dan. Gad, an underrated shit name out of this fucking whole mob. Gad, a troop shall tramp upon him, but he shall triumph at last. I think that's it. Because I think Asher's the next one.
It's been a different order for me for most of it.
There is an Asher, though?
There is an Asher.
Yeah, so then the next section goes straight into Asher. So Gad was done.
Also, if this is a will reading, he's more doing some divination than doing a will. He's just like, I guess he's saying someone's going to be a boat running a harbour or something.
Yeah.
Maybe giving them land. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's some, like, we don't understand the hidden meaning among all this. The other thing, I think he's just getting more bored and more bored as he goes along. It's just like he started with a big monologue about fucking Reuben, even though he hated Reuben. And then he was like, Gad, you're a dude. Yep, okay, next.
I would have spent half my time asking fucking about the roadside horse story. I would have just found it so interesting to know what his life was about, you know?
You promised her a sheep? What? You idiot.
You left your scepter or whatever it was?
You walked straight into that harlot's trap. Did I do Gad? I did.
Yeah, Gad was boring.
He's a troop and shall tramp upon him. Bread from Asher shall be rich, and he shall yield roiled dainties.
Ooh, gay.
No wonder he doesn't have anyone after him.
He's a gay baker.
He saved up. You know, they're always like, oh, gay dudes. They just always got lots of money because they don't have to have children.
Yeah,
and that's where he got his money from, was just being gay.
Being gay and lots of dainties.
Dainty, whatever he said.
Bread from Asher shall be rich. Oh, fuck. We're back to the animals now. Naphtali is a deer let loose. He uses beautiful words.
Oh,
I don't know
that was shit.
I don't know the link there. And here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. The first word of this next bit is Joseph. So, Captain, what's the theme? Give me the vibe. What are you expecting?
Just that he's the greatest thing to ever exist.
Okay. Kebevan?
Oh, that's definitely a given. He's going to be the greatest. I don't know. How
Hasn't
much
he-
better can he get, really?
Sorry, hasn't he already promised him all the future children or some shit?
Yeah,
Hasn't
he
it
got
already
the
been-
blessing, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Is it going to be? Sorry, I guess what I'm saying is this going to be a boring, predictable blessing, or is it going to be some weird,
Nah,
crazy?
It's going to be
Like,
great.
I'm
So I
thinking back.
promise.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking back to when we were discussing the potential Joseph reveal to his brothers back in Egypt, and Kebeb,
He
you're
just
like,
wept.
he peels off his thing, and the Technicolor chest there is like, when this is me, it's Joseph. Yeah,
Well, I guess he could be given the tunic. That
because
was
he
me.
had it already. Yeah, where did that go? All right, so
But no one else has been given anything physical. They've just been given really shit sentences.
that thing, you're a viper, you're a horse, you're a donkey. That's pretty much what it's been.
I reckon Jacob was sleeping with a Technicolor dream coat for however long Joseph was away, because they gave it to him. They went, it's covered in blood, he's dead. And
Yeah.
he went, oh, so he wept and
So
it was like his blankie.
does he reveal the Technicolor Dreamcoat back to him at this point? It's got to, doesn't he? I don't know. I think I've read this. I don't remember. I think I've read this, and I don't remember that. But
I reckon it's going to be boring. It's going to be boring. That's what should happen, though.
okay, so we just did Naphtali is a deer let loose, and he has beautiful words. Joseph is a fruitful bough, and a fruitful bough by a well. His branches run over the wall. The archers have bitterly grieved him, shot at him, and hated him. But his bow, I'm saying bow, I think it's bow. But his bow remained in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. In brackets, from there is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. I don't know why. Back to the monologue. By the God of your father who will help you, and by the Almighty who will bless you with the blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lies beneath, blessings of the breast and of the womb. The blessings of your father have excelled the blessings of my ancestors. Fucking blessing, 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 blessing. Up to the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. He's definitely saved a lot for Joseph.
He had a word limit.
It's just Twitter back in the day. They shall be on the head of Joseph and on the crown of the head of him who was separate from his brothers. Is he just fucking ranting? He's just ranting, making no sense. So I think that's Joseph. Joseph's done.
His was possibly more boring than all of the others combined.
Yeah, that was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible.
Benjamin. Benjamin.
Times more.
Yeah, there's still more. Because
Why
Benjamin
would
was
Joseph to the last one.
No,
What?
Benjamin's Joseph's little brother.
Yeah.
And the hot wife.
hot wife. This is baby Ben.
So he went from the Leah wife, then to the Bilhah and the Zilpath kids, and
Yeah.
now he's gone to Rachel kids.
So he went slave wife, ugly wife,
first
hot wife.
wife,
Oh,
two slave
Leah.
children bearers.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then to Rachel.
Yeah, okay. You following, Captain?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah, no, I've been paying quite a bit of Zebulon. I remember Zebulon.
Okay. Which one was the deer?
Oh, fucking none of that matters,
Nefertali.
Naphtali. Good
know, I know.
job, Kebevan.
They've all got pictures.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So
Oh,
The
useful
pictures
chart.
of the animals.
Zebulon has a boat because he was a ship guy.
Useful charts. They're fucking rocking my world.
It's really useful, actually.
Some of them make no sense. Like Ash is a tree,
Oh, what was
and
that?
Ash was the baker or some shit, wasn't he?
No, what wasn't with Ash though? Wasn't Ash about some vines or something? One of them had some vines.
No.
didn't it?
Ash is the bread and the royal
gay one.
dainties.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's a dainty, the tree then.
Oh, like daisies?
know.
Ah, okay.
So-
Useful charts. Get back to us.
Yeah, let us know.
Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. That's quite nice, I guess.
He's a Nimrod, I reckon.
Ooh, forgot about Nimrod. And here's the summary. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is what their father spoke to him. Oh, maybe this isn't him talking anymore. And he blessed them. He blessed each one according to his own blessing.
He didn't bless Reuben.
No, he did not bless Reuben.
He shamed.
Poor
Was
old
Reuben the
Reuben.
only one that got a negative response?
No, Simeon and Levi did too.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did a murder.
This was all about how shit pit they
They
were.
actually, they should have been punished way earlier than on his deathbed being given a mild shunning.
Yeah, they should have been put over his knee a long time ago. Was it the ugly wife's kids all got bad raps? So Reuben.
No, Judah is one of them.
Oh, Judah.
He got love.
Judah got.
He got so much love.
Yeah.
He got
Okay.
a lot of love.
So that's Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun.
Oh, they're all.
They're all
ugly
she
wives.
punched out. What's that? 6.
Yeah. Okay. And
So-
Issachar is a strong donkey.
With Judah early on, when they did the side story of the roadside whore,
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to go nowhere. Is this the last we hear of him? Is that he just gets a good review from Jacob? Like the whole side quest was just for him to get a good deathbed mention.
I think so. Yes.
I'm curious how far it jumps ahead from here.
Well, like I said, I think I have read this. I don't remember reading this ahead, but I think I have read this, and I think this is it. I think this is the boys done.
Yeah.
There might be Joseph, but I think this is the boys done.
Well, that would explain why the chart mob just gave him pictures of the animal.
Here's a donkey. Here's a boat.
Yeah, well, as far as I can see, the important lineage-wise ones, Levi, Judah, and Joseph.
Okay, so Levi must be just punching out some army people. Judah's punching out. I don't know. He's got to be punching out some pretty important people.
I can name some names if you want.
No, let's not do that.
But I think we don't need to. I think we will learn that when we learn that.
If you're a meat sacrifice listener, go out and buy a useful chart. You
They
can
are
read out the names
Really
yourself.
useful.
Useful charts. The best charts in the business. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, blah, 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 blah. Then he charged them and said, is this like, charge your glasses, boys? Jameson's, the best whiskey in the business. Then he charged them and he said to them, I am to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my... Am I doing a good whingy voice, by the way? I think he's old and whingy. I am to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron the Hittite, in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre in the land of Canaan, which Abraham brought with the field of Ephron the Hittite, blah, 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 blah.
Fuck, you could have gave him a map instead of trying to describe it to him.
And Hot Wife just got ditched on the side of the road or whatever.
Yeah, she's somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but yeah, she just got fucking burned.
Hey, she is, of all the helpers, one of only 2 that gets an ending,
Oh, that is true.
I think.
Oh no, what about the Hagar? Didn't she sort of get?
No,
She went off into the bush with her son into the wilderness.
Yeah, but that's an ending. Sorry, not a death ending, but she got to close out her story to some extent because then
it's like being like, and Lot's daughters raped him, and that was a good ending for them.
no, I didn't say good, but she got an ending.
Yeah,
She didn't.
I'll allow it.
Oh no, and then the Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. She got an ending.
She got an ending.
Actually, that's a good one. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Sarah ended up getting and then she died and she got buried here type thing.
Yeah, so
that was the other one I was referring to.
it's
I think
it's quite empowering the Bible for the helpers. I think.
Hey, you know what? Now that I say it, I don't think many of the dudes get an ending.
No.
And all of these sons, they get a Bible reading, which is significantly more than the helpers usually get. But
while you're having this spout about the sexes, did anyone forget that Dinah is also one of his kids?
Yes,
she didn't get it.
She not only doesn't have a picture here, but she didn't even get mentioned in this speech.
No,
Yeah, well, she's not a son. She gets sold off or whatever.
She was only mentioned so that Simeon and Levi
could
murder a town. Yeah, to defend her.
In fact, she didn't get an ending. After that, I don't think she's been mentioned again.
Does she have kids on the chart?
No.
She doesn't go anywhere.
She's a name to the side, and then that's it.
She I do actually remember I do think her name does get mentioned a few times, but absolutely not as a main character. Where was I? Then he charged them and said to did I finish that bit? Then he charged them and said, I am to be I did do that in the came of the Machpelah, blah 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 blah. Rebecca. where they buried Abraham and Sarah, his wife. So Abraham and Sarah there, where they buried Isaac and Rebekah, his wife, and where I buried Leah. Oh, I didn't remember that.
Oh,
So
Hang on, did he bury Rachel at a different place than he's going to be buried?
it sounds that way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because Rachel got buried at Bethlehem, is what they were saying. Whereas, but that just gave us 2 more helpers burial locations. That's
they have a family burial plot, that one that Abraham bought.
Bethlehem's a much sexier place. It's like the Ibiza of Israel.
Is Bethlehem where Jesus is born?
I do think so.
Oh.
And that's so maybe Rachel.
But I don't know. That's
come back. Maybe she'll come back into it then.
In the field and the cave, in the field and the cave that is there were purchased from the sons of Heth. And then Jacob had finished commanding his sons. He drew his feet up into the bed and breathed his last and was gathered to his people. So like, fucking do this and do that. And you're a donkey and you're a viper and you're a dainty dude. And done.
He complained himself to death.
Jacob out. So that was it. That's the end of chapter 49. We have 1 chapter left.
Let's do it.
I reckon we can do it. This is well within the scope. We've nearly been going for 50 minutes. We have 1 chapter, and it's pretty short. So let's do it, Brothers Grail. Oh, really quickly, I didn't realize this at all because I've just been calling this Genesis, but it's technically, well, not even technically. It's written in words that I've never read. It says the first book of Moses called Genesis. Right? And then the next bit is called the second book of Moses called Exodus. So this is all still
This is all the book of Moses.
This is all still the Old Testament. Yeah.
Yeah. We thought we were getting to the New Testament next.
No. We're in the Old Testament for a little while, boys. We're still in fucking the Wild West for a little while, I think.
I'm very excited because it's good.
Yeah, it's good. You're about as descriptive as the Bible is in wording. All right.
I'm a donkey, mate.
You're a donkey, yeah. You ain't no viper biting at no one's heels.
Nah.
Or a dainty. Chapter 50.
Nice celebratory chapter.
And then on chapter 50, that's like a round number.
Got to be something in that. Then Joseph fell on his father's face and wept over him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physicians, to embalm his father. So the physicians embalmed Israel. 40 days were required for him, for such are the days required for those who are embalmed. And the Egyptians mourned him for 70 days. So he's become a favorite.
Egyptian embalmed.
Yeah.
70 days.
Yeah.
That's like over 2 months.
What's that like, Captain? Yeah. Good job.
That's a long time.
It is.
And what's embalming back then?
Is that where you like
remove the brain through the nose
and fill your body full of stuffing and shit? Is that what that is?
I think so. And then they like wrap them up and they pretty much pickle them, don't they? I don't know. Pickled dead body.
But they tell us about a dick chopping. Like you got to have but you'd think what they do to the dead might be something that.
I think everyone does some dead stuff, but not everyone does some dick chopping. They need to let everyone know the specifics.
I assume different cultures do the end game a bit different.
Everyone in the history of humanity has died. Not everyone in the history of humanity has had a dick chopping. So maybe they just assume everyone knows.
But have they all been embalmed, Quindog? Have they all been embalmed, mate?
Yeah, but that's my point. Maybe they just think everyone knows exactly what that is because everyone dies.
No, is the current embalming the same as the biblical
I don't think we currently embalm.
I don't think we embalm.
I want to know what it is. I want to know what the process of that embalming is.
You can get back to us on that in the wrap-up. All right? In the wrap-up of Genesis, I want you to tell us all about embalming.
I'd like to know who went, this dead bodies, they're disappearing too quickly. Let's preserve this shit so we can really enjoy these dead bodies.
Enjoy the corpse.
So we can weep all over them and kiss them for 70 days.
Jacob probably when a couple of the young ones died because he's into the young ones, you know what I mean?
I wasn't actually listening to that, and given what your both smirks look like, and I heard the word young people, I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you didn't need that one.
Thank you. All right, I'm moving
Bevan
on.
brought it up first.
You didn't have to go one step further.
Mourn for him for 70 days. And now when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spoke to the house of the Pharaoh, saying, "If now I have found favor in your eyes, please speak in the hearing of Pharaoh, saying, my father made me swear, saying, behold, I am dying in my grave, for which I dug for myself in the land of Canaan. There you shall bury yourself, bury me. Now, therefore, please let me go up and bury my father, and I will come back." So Joseph is still running Egypt. Is that what we're learning? And he's like, can I have a couple of weeks off? I need a couple of weeks off, boss. Is that roughly?
Sounds right.
Pretty progressive. The pharaohs back then. Got a bit of, what's that called? Bereavement leave?
Oh, I don't think that's for the people building the pyramids. I think that's just for the ruler
That's
who
true,
gets to go off on a mission.
Yeah, the best ever prisoner and the best ever dream reader who got chariot rides and did all that. Yeah,
and
he gets bereavement
advisor.
He gets bereavement leave, but no one else does.
Well, he still had to ask for it, I think.
It was implied. Well,
You think he would have foresaw that this was all coming and made some plans, you know?
Yeah, they didn't bring any foresight into any of this, did they? This could have been an ongoing thread, but they've forgotten about that. Therefore, please let me go and bury my father, and I will come back. And Pharaoh said, go up and bury your father, as he made you swear. So Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh. Holy shit. The elders of the house and all the elders of the land of Egypt. So he's got quite the crew going with him.
Jacob got a burial for sure. No wonder yeah.
And he was really only in Israel for a small amount of time.
His name's fucking Israel. Oh, do you mean Egypt?
He was in Egypt for a very small amount of time.
Yeah, but Joseph was that he was by proxy worth all this.
All the bangs and whistles.
Yeah.
Bells and whistles.
What functions do you reckon failed while all these people went? Or do you reckon it was only like 3 people and it just sounds like it's a lot of people?
Well, is this more or less than three people? All the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of the house, and all the elders of the land of Egypt. Is that more?
Well, that's definitely more than 3. Sorry, did you say all the elders of Egypt?
Yes, yeah.
What the fuck is an elder then?
Quite a procession.
Elders like a group of people.
There's all these folks going, fucking hell,
you're gonna make me fucking
walk over. Oh, far out, Joseph.
Moving the elderly is not going to be easy. They're not walking as far.
No.
And they'd all be saying, as if I'm not going over there. Bloody hell, you can carry me.
Yeah. Oh, that's where the donkey, which kid was the donkey? That's where the donkey comes in.
I was going to say Jacob's probably wishing he'd made all the kids donkeys.
Oh, as well as, so we're already above 3, and now it says, as well as all the house of Joseph, his brothers, and his father's house, only their little ones. The schmoodles, someone's home. The schmoodles are very excited.
Nuts.
The schmoodles are very excited about the procession to Egypt as well. The house of Joseph, his brothers, and his father's house, only their little ones, their flocks and their herds, they left in the land of Goshen. And there went up with him both chariots and horsemen, and it was a very great gathering. Then they came to the threshing floor of Atad, which is beyond the Jordan, and they mourned there with a great and very solemn lamentation. He observed 7 days of mourning for his father, so he's at least up to 77 days, like 70 days plus travel, plus 7 days. And when the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, saw the mourning at the threshing floor of Atad, they said, this is a deep mourning of the Egyptians. Therefore, its name was called Abel Mizraim or some shit, which is beyond the Jordan. It was another one of those, therefore, it's called this situations. Where was I? Beyond the Jordan. So his sons, therefore its name was. So his sons did for him just as he had commanded them, for his sons carried him to the land of Canaan and buried him in the cave of the field of Machpelah, before Mamre, which Abraham brought with the field of Ephron the Hittite for the property of the burial place. And after he had buried his father, Joseph returned to Egypt, he and his brothers and all who went up with him to bury his father. When Joseph's brothers saw their father was dead, they're a bit slow they're like, Laban,
When
is
they
he gone?
fucking in the room, he died.
They said, perhaps Joseph will hate us and may actually repay us for all the evil which we did to him. Do you think he will?
No, they're going to weep.
There'll be a weeping? So they sent messengers to Joseph saying, before your father died, he commanded. So I think they're telling fibs, by the way. Before your father died, he commanded, saying, thus you shall say to Joseph, quote, I beg you, please forgive the trespass of your brothers and their sin, for they did evil to you, end quote. But now please forgive the trespass of the servants of the God of your father. And there's another quote. And Joseph wept when they... Good call, Evan. Joseph
They
wept.
fucking love weeping.
They are weepers.
Whoever wrote this passage was right into the weeping.
They're proud. They're comfortable in their masculinity. When they spoke to him. Then his brothers also went and fell down before his face, and they said, behold, we are your servants. Joseph said to them, do not be afraid, for I am in the place of God. So Joseph's just like, I am God now. I'm in the place of God. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as to this day, to save many people alive. So that's that twisting of, I got sold into slavery, plus there's a huge famine, but it was all done.
But I was needed. The
just
world
so,
needed me.
yeah, just so I could do the exact right thing as and when it was required. Now therefore, do not be afraid. I will provide for you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spoke kindly to them. So Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's household. So he now owns, I think he's the boss man now. And Joseph lived 110 years. Joseph saw Ephraim's children to the third generation. The children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, were also brought up on Joseph's knees. And Joseph said to his brethren, I am dying, but God will surely visit you and bring you out of this land to the land of which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Then Joseph took an oath from the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from here. So Joseph died.
What?
Being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt.
Is that the end?
That's it. That's fucking Genesis.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
So he's dead. And I think he's just said, we're going back to Israel. I think he's just like, we're in Egypt now. We're the king shit down here. We're the fucking big swinging dicks down here. But we're going back to Canaan at some point, because that's where God promised us to go.
Yeah.
Satisfied?
No.
Well, now we lead into, we'll talk about when we get there, but it leads directly from Egypt, because I did cheat and read a little tiny bit of this previously as well.
Part I know.
This is a bit where they just then
The
come
plagues.
out of Egypt.
Moses in the
Yeah,
desert
this
for
is-
40 years. Blah, blah, blah.
Eventually, yeah.
Sorry, just a bit of fore check-in. Can
Mhm.
we charts where Moses fits in? Is he?
Do you want to check the charts? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
is he
Moses is
directly
definitely
tied to Joseph?
our next hero. So yeah, good question, Captain. Go,
So,
Kebebe,
like
sorry.
I was saying before, I could have gone further down who had what, but you opted out of that.
Mhm.
But Levi has Kohath, who then goes to Amram and Jochebed.
It's not fucking easy reading these names, is it, Kebeben?
Oh, I fucking hate reading names.
I wasn't
They're the
after. I
best
wasn't
times.
after a genealogy chapter, Kevin. I just want to know where Moses is.
Well, that was the next name I was going to say, interrupting
Ah.
master.
fuck it.
So is he
fucking
the
hell.
son of Levi?
Yeah, he's a
Wait.
descendant of Levi.
And who's Levi's dad?
Mum.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Jacob,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jacob.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So Joseph is a
fucking
pointless
point of
man. At the end.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Point of Joseph. Why
So-
wasn't Levi the main man?
so Joseph eventually, I know the name Joshua and Gideon. I don't know if they're going to end up being.
Gideon's our fucking Bible.
Yeah, so
And he's just a
Woo!
side child.
so Joseph, and they're all called judges. I don't know what judges, but so
They moved on from animals.
Manasseh and Ephraim, then go down to Gideon and Joshua, and also Deborah, and also Samson, who's a judge.
Oh,
And I've-
we
there's
Does
a
it
know.
book-
go anywhere?
We
There's
all
a
know
book of
Samson.
Samson as well, too. I'm pretty certain.
So-
Does Deborah go anywhere?
She got a picture, so she seems like a main player.
Yeah.
Debbie does Dallas.
Debbie
Does she
does
have
Dallas.
children?
Yeah, we can scandalous.
Does she, we're not doing it. We're not doing this. We're not going all the way down the fucking useful chart, Captain. Not right
So
now.
yeah, after Deborah is also King Saul.
Stop it.
Okay, that's all I needed. Yeah, so because I was thinking, like the book of if this is book one of Moses, he obviously has to be tied to the Bible family.
Yes. Yeah.
And
He's
he-
our next hero. Yep. But
I just
I,
thought he had to have been a Jacob descendant,
Yeah.
Joseph descendant.
I take your point there, Captain. Why do we have big crazy stories about Joseph if he's not the seed that's
I think Jacob is the best character so far.
He's
still
such
Esau.
a fucking
Ah.
shit cunt.
it's
Yeah,
still
no,
Esau.
but
He tricked Esau.
yeah,
he-
no, I
Mum-
didn't say he's a good human.
Oh.
I said he's the best.
Oh.
He
character.
added the most twists. Like
Okay.
he
He
stole a birthright. He stole 2 wives, stole the livestock, and then moved his way down to Egypt.
He wrestled God.
He did
yeah.
wrestle God. Yeah, he did a
He's-
lot.
He's king shit to me.
And what did Isaac do? Redig some wells.
Yeah, Isaac was the
Isaac
least.
Isaac was pointless.
He nearly got murdered on the top of a mountain, and
Should have.
It's a big call.
oh, yeah. All right. So, what we will do, Brothers Grail, let's pull that up right now because we've got through Genesis. I had no faith that we would, but we did. We will have, hopefully, a quick follow-up episode. I'm calling this is the end of season 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a season 1 wrap, and we might try to do it as best we can, sort of a half an hour to an hour, where we'll really quickly go back through the first book of Moses, as I've just learned recently, Genesis, and we'll try to come up with our favorites and our biggest confusions and a few like highlights and lowlights and things like that, just to sort of wrap it into our head just before we rip into the big dog Moses. Is everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Don't matter with that.
No,
I think
I
you
reckon
can
we
break it
should
down.
keep reading on. Let's keep reading on.
Should we?
No.
We should also watch Noah and do a movie review, and then we should watch Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I'm ready to stop listening, is what I'm saying.
Stop listening to what? Me? Fuck you! I command you, as your big brother. I command you to
Does-
keep listening.
As far as I can see, it's nearly broken down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-ish parts so far. We've got the Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel,
Uh-huh.
the Noah, the Abraham,
Oh yeah.
the Isaac, and then the Jacob.
All right. So we'll sort of
Can you
somewhat.
imagine Jacob and Joseph together.
They deserve it.
Yeah, I think they deserve it. Well, Joseph's story was about how Jacob preferred him that much that his other sons hated him and tried to murder him. That's his whole story. Is
You just wonderfully summarise that in about 8 words.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
all right.
sweet shit.
I reckon that's good. I feel very accomplished right now that
You
we
look accomplished.
that we got through it. I'm very excited. So, yeah, let's hold off, and we're going to do a little wrap up episode, hopefully within the next week or so, because our memories are not the best at the best of times. So, thank you, listeners of the Brothers Grail. Anyone who's persisted, we've been chatting to a few people recently, and they've been asking us some pretty cool questions, and I think they know the Bible better than us because they've been doing their own little bit of side
Because
research
we
and
make
stuff.
them, we challenge their minds about and it encourages them to seek further.
We're fertilizing the soil so something can grow.
We're coming all over the ground. So
Don't get us killed.
You're gonna get us killed.
Oh,
Stop it.
So that is cool. I really like that. I get a kick when someone's doing that. So anyone who is listening, anyone who has listened, tell someone else about it and tell them to watch it listen to it on the Spotify's or on the Apple Podcasts or whatever the fuck else we're on, because I'm not really sure what we're on. Go out and buy a motherfucking useful chart.
Is it on YouTube?
No, it's not on YouTube. Did I say YouTube just then?
No.
Yeah, no, it's not on
Someone
YouTube.
was saying that it must be because that was where they watched one of your teaser videos.
Yeah, I did a teaser video, but then I said to you boys, are you keen to do YouTube? And you were like, nah, we actually have lives and we don't want to show our face to the world. And I respect
I've
that.
said some questionable,
I respect that.
particularly when really drunk.
Yeah, episode 4-5, stricken from the record.
We don't need that.
No. So thank you, Captain.
Yeah.
So sorry, I caught you in the middle of a mouthful. Thanks, Kebevin. Peace. Thank you, Useful Charts. Thank you, Jimmy Jamesons. Thank you, my wonderful helper, whom lent me her reading glasses for this chapter. I don't know if anyone noticed that or not.
I noticed you look quite distinguished. I thought you were looking cool. But...
Yeah, I was trying to look cool, but it was wonderful borrowing of reading glasses because I'm entering the Jacob phase of my life of, I'm getting a bit old now. So
you ready to start reading your will, mate?
Yes, yeah. You're a wombat and you'll be crawling in the muck. And you're a... All right, we're wrapping that up. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Kebevin. Thanks, Captain. Brothers Grail, ready for the Genesis wrap-up. Peace out! So happy.